Thank you so much for joining us here at Abu Dhabi Global Healthcare Week. It's the inaugural event. It's exciting to be in the region for many reasons, but the focus of this week, healthcare to health. How do you use technology? How do you use AI? And in your case, robotics. Walk me through what's exciting to you today.
Sure. I mean, I truly believe invasiveness of procedures need to be improved. Even though we are doing less invasive procedures such as laparoscopy, endoscopy, robotics, there are still measures we can take to reduce that invasiveness. And invasiveness is not about the scar, it's about the procedure itself and the impact and the effect it has on the body. And healing, feeling better. Very rarely people talk about better outcomes. They talk about incision, smaller incision, but they don't talk about faster recovery, shorter procedure time. We are developing a really unique platform that enables not only scar-free surgery, but what we call going where the disease is through existing lumens in the body.
What in your mind is the next level approach? Because one of the things that the UAE is known for is that it's a hub of innovation.
Yeah, so I have to tell you, been very, very impressed with the local collaboration with Cleveland Clinic Abu Dhabi. We've had surgeons and GI physicians from the region visit us in our facility in France and perform a number of very unique procedures, first of its kind on animal models, cadaver models, and kind of perfecting the technology and procedures. And the skill sets was very, very impressive. I mean, we're talking best in class. We rate our surgeons when we work with them, because robots, the beauty of robot is you capture every movement, so you kind of measure how well they do, and how effective they are. And they truly were on top of the class, but more importantly, they saw the value. They really saw the value of the collaboration together. So we're really excited about that opportunity. We believe in the collaboration. I'm a big believer of partnership. Yeah. Without partnership, you lose.
What about when you look at the robotic space in collaboration with AI? Because you're talking about working with best-in-class surgeons. Those robots are at the whim or will of what that surgeon is doing. Is there a way to collate that data that then lends itself to AI?
Absolutely. So I'm going to be very upfront. I was blessed to work with Google for 2 years as part of the joint venture that I ran called Verb Robotics with Johnson & Johnson and Google working together. The amount of data and amount of analytics that's required for AI and ML to be as impactful as it could be is significant. Now, what that means is it will get there. Is just I don't see it short term. Yeah. What I do see is in areas where ML and AI can improve visualization, so you can enhance visualization, you can enhance procedural steps and identifying procedures. So I would call it a better outcome through efficiency, through performance of devices. But the future, if you really ask me, and I see it very clearly, 20 years from now is what I call navigation in the body, where the robot actually navigates you through the organs, through the body, and tells you where to stay away from. You want to go there. Don't go left, don't go right. This is danger zone. This is where you want to stay. Number one. Number two.
Also, so no blind spots.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's a true navigation, identification of organs, diseases, and things like that. It's coming. There's no question it's coming. Now, people ask me, well, do you ever see robots doing the procedure? I don't. I don't see it in my lifetime. Maybe I see, again, in 25 years, they may perform certain steps of the procedure, but it's always surgeon in the driver, in my eyes. I can't see it yet.
So the human factor is still needed, if you will.
Major.
And just as an aside, we're talking about robotics, AI, technology. When you think about the need for investment and capital, it's also human capital as well, and leadership. What about the UAE do you think brings all of those things together?
Yeah, very good question. So as you know, the markets are really tough. Venture capital has been drying up slowly. And I think vision is required. I'm a big believer of we're born with vision. It's not something you go study. You're born, and I see the vision here. Abu Dhabi especially how the Ministry of Health, how the whole group works together. I was here 2 years ago and we did a visit, and I brought my scientific advisory board members. These are best in class. I call them gods of surgery from all over the world. And they were so impressed about the vision of working together as a combined entity. And that's really, to me, was huge. From an investment standpoint, there are so many options through Mubadala Health, through all these different vehicles. And so we've been blessed to really, really not only enjoy the partnership from a standpoint of vision and common vision, but from the capital that's required to do what we're doing, because really breakthrough. Robotics is very difficult. People have to realize it's a challenging technology. So it requires the capital and the partnership.
No doubt it's something that the Emirates will be putting more capital into in the future as they seek to be number one when it comes to global health and global health care.
Can you imagine being the first in the world to offer scar-free surgery? And I'll give you a perfect example. Our first procedure we're going to go after is bariatrics. So doing an inside-out bariatric procedure without a single scar. So no need to have any incisions. You do it through esophagus into the stomach. So I truly believe we can have first of its class. And the pull through, just the power of that is, to me, is priceless.
We're going to be watching. Thank you so much for
Anytime.
joining us here.
Anytime.
Abu Dhabi Global Healthcare Week.